Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Mrs.Ani as a lecturer. And hello everyone, we are from Group A. Today we will explain presentation about funeral ceremonies in Eastern Indonesia, especially in the Dani tribe. Before starting the presentation, I will introduce my friends. My name is Nur Agsyam as a moderator. The first, Nur Fadilah. The second, Nur Divayanti Ananta. Third, Bintang Maula Rofi. And the last, Nur Hikmah. The first material will be explained by Nur Fadilah.
Thank you, moderator. So I will explain about the first part. We all know that Indonesia is so rich and in culture, and each region has a way of paying homage to the family who died. Papua is no exception. Dani is one of the many unique tribes in Papua. The cultural wealth of the Dani tribe that will be discussed today is about the funeral procession. The funeral procession shows since prehistoric times is cremation and finger cutting. The cutting of this finger segment is not arbitrary. Only women are required to cut the knuckles as a sign of grief. Men only make a wound in the ear as an expression of sadness. However, in certain circumstances, men also cutting their finger. Usually, finger cutting in males is done only for male siblings. According to the Dani tribe, crying alone is not enough to symbolize the sadness that is felt. The pain from cutting of a finger is thought to represent a heart and soul torn apart by loss. Next.
Okay, my name is Nur Divayanti. In this section, I will explain about ikipale for women and men. In practice, ikipale is only done by women. Usually, women from the main family would do. So, when a close relative, perhaps a husband, child, or sibling dies, their finger will be cut off. And how about men? In slightly different way. So, when a relative died, the man would cut off the ear cells. Usually, they do this using a kind of sharp bamboo blade. Yeah, that's little scary. And not only that, to complement the momentum of mourning, there is also a ritual of mud bathing as a symbol that everyone who lives will eventually return to the ground. Okay. Regarding the philosophy in which before it was said by my friend Cecilia, in this tradition has a deep meaning. This old tradition seems to be a reminder of the younger generation how respect for family should be practiced even when it is gone. This tradition is not ikipale. In addition, the reason they decide to carry out the ikipale tradition is because the finger is considered a symbol of harmony, unity, and strength. Okay, next.
Okay, thank you, Diva. Okay, my name is Maula Rofi. Now I'm going to continue my friend material about cremation process. Before the burning procession is carried out, there is a stone burning party as a marker of tradition. A rock burning party is a party that uses stones as a cooking medium. The pig, which is an important symbol in Papua, will be brought to the center of the fire to be aroused and slaughtered. The high and low Social status of a person can be seen from the number of pigs being slaughtered. After the stone-baying party, the cremation procession was prepared. This preparation requires a lot of ingredients. Cremation requires wood from several tables of casuarina trees. Next, funeral process. A hole of a hole 1 meter deep was prepared for burial. The wood to be burned close to be in the dark hole. The body will be placed in a sitting position on the pile of wood. Some of the wood will be arranged on top of the body to cover all part of the body. The fire will be ignited from the top of the wood and allowed to devour the body. The fire was allowed to die on its own. The banners from the burning were collected by the family and put into the prepared hall. The form of a loved one is gone, but sadness and love still remain in the heart of the family. The sadness felt. A woman from the closest family and to cut off her knuckle. Next.
Okay, thank you. My name is Nur Hikmah. Well, now with that into the finger cutting process. Just hearing it will got goosebumps. How about the participating it? I don't know. Usually the people there are some kind of traditional axe or knife. Not only using tools, sometimes even using teeth, aka being bitten off. Regarding pain, don't ask because they clearly feel it. But again, this is a sign of loyalty that must be done. And they don't feel happy because of that. This ritual is said to have been done science times, and the Dani people remain loyal to it. How about now? However, recently it has been discovered that the Ikipale ritual is rarely performed. The main cause is due to the influence of religion that spread throughout Papua. Even so, there are also those who say that this ritual is still sustainable today, especially in areas that are more inward and remote. It's a bit of dilemma in dealing with a ritual like this. On the one hand, the loss of this painful tradition is a good thing because it doesn't hurt anyone anymore. But on the other hand, Ikipale, which is not being done anymore, also seems to bury a native culture of the land of Papua. Thank you. Next.
Okay, thank you. Every village has its own custom which might be very different from ours. like the Dani tribe with this ritual of cutting their finger. It is extreme, but the tradition has been like that for a long time. So we have to respect it. And I hope that we explain will be new information for you. And thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.